throw it at the Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight Division, powered by Marigold Resources. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains at Hard Drive Performance Center, Keone Koch Martial Arts. Joining us from Newhall, Iowa, Damon Hicks. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains at Patch City and is sponsored by Natural Athlete Wrestling Club and Casey Built Remodeling. Joining us from Joliet, Illinois, Donovan Luckett.
Let's go.
And right now, Damon Hicks coming in the big favorite over at CagedAggression.tv. Remember, we got it going over on the Facebook page as well. And here we go, Damon and Donovan. Oh, big right hand gets through Donovan Luckett.
And a kick. Side kick. Yeah, I can see it. You can see what they're saying about it. He's got to relax.
Big right absorbed by Damon. Donovan Luckett looking comfortable in there. Looking for a quick finish under the neck right now. Damon Hicks up to his feet. Neck doesn't look in trouble right now. Tough to see from this angle. However, Donovan Luckett coming out explosive.
Yeah, he was 100%. That's one thing you got to be careful when he's dropping down and trying to grab that leg. Make sure that hand is free on that neck, that he can't switch and grab and lock it up. But yeah, no, he got after right off the bat. That was quite impressive. Now he's going to start locking up. He's got to be careful. See, I'd rather he fought that hand in the beginning.
And now he is able to get under there. This could be trouble for Damon.
Really tight. He's not even trying to fight the hands yet. Maybe doesn't feel the pressure. It just looks worse here.
Tough to see from the angle that we're at. But then we're looking at the angle by the cameras. It looks like he's got a little bit of space right there. And at the same time, Luckett doesn't want to burn out his arms too much. He needs
to make sure he doesn't squeeze too much, realize if and when you don't have it, maybe try to shift, push off.
He's had that in there going for it for going on almost 60 seconds at this point, folks. Lets it go. And now Damon Hicks still looking and
he wants that takedown done. He up.
And he fought for it and got it. Donovan Luckett right to his feet, though.
Right back up. That's got to just be so frustrating when you do all of that to get that takedown. He pops right back up. That's what you got to do. I love it.
Damon Hicks, though, putting on the pressure.
I like that. Keeping the head in the pocket on the underhook side, pressuring up against the fence, trying to get busy with the hands a little bit if you can.
Well, certainly having more success here in close than he was on the feet early on. Took some big shots from Donovan Luckett.
But if you're watching, everybody, just pay attention to that head position right there. See how it's pressing Luckett up against that fence. Now, look, he's trying to adjust. See how it smashed him against the fence. It's hard to maneuver around like it. Now they get ear to ear, and he has more of an opportunity.
What's Donovan Luckett got to do to get that underhook properly and turn this around and out?
Well, that's the one thing is he's keeping 2 overhooks right now. He's got to try to frame one in there and push on that face, create space, bump his shoulder, pummel that hand. He's got to try to pummel him. There he goes. Now he's starting to get inside. He's got to get that back in there and start to square up and pummel up with him a little bit.
Hicks still the large favorite online over at CagedAggression.tv with 73% change.
But again, the way that I think Luckett's done the best job. He had that guillotine for a while. He gets taken down but stood right back up. Right there, he was going to throw this.
Despite the cage control for 90 seconds on Damon Hicks, there really wasn't any damage there. Luckett had some strikes that caused that damage and had that submission attempt.
Had the guillotine,
yeah. To me, obviously, that's a Luckett round. But there's a lot of mental encouragement to Damon Hicks that he was able to control him up against the fence in that second round. And that could be very taxing on Luckett.
Yeah.
Maybe that takes a little bit of mustard off those punches.
Well, and that's it. When you get pummeled in and you get on that underhook side, keep that head in the pocket. It's very uncomfortable. And just keep working, trying to drain on him, pulling down on him, keeping it heavy, keep him on his feet, and just start throwing those shots right there. Keep him kind of bent over.
So there's where some of those early strikes right there where Luckett not only got in there, but then got the takedown, went in quick, for what looked like a finish attempt, and this is the beginnings of that attempt at the guillotine.
And it goes back to what I was saying, like, you don't want to get in these scrambles with Luckett. That's he dominated that. Again, get him in there, head in the pocket, and pull him down and keep planted.
Well, here we go, folks. Round 2 about to begin. Donovan Luckett, Damon Hicks. Donovan Luckett with the short kick, doesn't quite get there.
Set it up, Donovan, set it up. Combination.
Good leg kick.
Right when he goes to throw that kick, Luckett fires that right hand, hit that jab.
And quite frankly, there was not as much on that leg kick from Damon Hicks as Luckett's. Luckett snaps.
Trying to cut him off. Oh, big right hand, another right
big
hand.
right hand gets through again.
And he goes in on a single.
Damon Hicks with some success here in the mount right now.
Times up on those legs, lock around, lock him up.
And you want to pull him away from the cage, not let him wall walk. He is in a dominant position right now, but lost
He's got
it.
that overhook, he's got that wizard. See now right here, this is that position, start throwing knees, got that head in the pocket, cross the side, try to flip with that left hand, start throwing some shots, but then try to turn him over. Luckett's got some balance. But again, that head position, that's the best thing that right now going for him, keeping him pressed up against the fence, underhook side, head in that pocket. He's got to start again, throwing the knees. But time-wise, he's eating it up. It's the most exciting thing,
Well, here's the thing. It may not be the most exciting thing, but it may not be scoring either because he doesn't have those knees to the body or shots to the body or even small shots to the head. And right now, I would say that Luckett is probably still up in this round, getting those 2 big strikes in, including that right cross. So yeah,
by damage. He needs to be more aggressive. I don't know why he wants his takedown so bad.
Well, I think that he's felt Luckett's power. He doesn't like it, so he's trying to find a way to win. And look, I'm all for crowding him, but he's got to be able to get some offense in there, even short body shots, something that gets scoring.
Luckett's defense is on point when he's up against that cage like that. There you go. Start circling. Pop that jab. There you go. Big right hand. Luckett.
That one just missed.
Commit to your punches, Damon. Commit.
Leg kick from Luckett. 30 seconds to go in the second round.
That's one thing is Damon's got to figure out what the hesitation. What is he looking for? What do you know what I mean? Start throwing that hand out there and open some things up, get him to move a little bit, look for some feint, look for some flinches. But it's kind of like, what is he, you know what I mean? He's got to get a little more comfortable with it. He's just kind of frozen. And maybe that's because he's trying to time that takedown, but off of what Luckett throws, Luckett's just been too fast, too good on the sprawl.
Yeah, well, once again, I mean, I get the ideas of the takedown, but we need some offense with it. I got a 2-0 Luckett right now.
Yeah, and that's it. He's got to start popping those hands and start moving a little bit and set him up if he wants to get that takedown. He's just kind of pausing, and trying to time the shot in. Luckett's been way too fast, way too agile on the takedown defense.
And here's some of the action right now. Again, this is early on, and boom, there's that right, and another right that gets through.
2 big right hands. That's it. Like, just speed-wise.
And right away, takedown right afterwards. And again, I think that's probably the right move, but you've got to do something with it. See, right there, he had a great position. He was in that full mount.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to pull him away from the cage, and Luckett was able to get up yet again. Like you said, he's been able to defend any type of offense once that takedown's occurred. Here we go. Everyone's leaving the cage. We're about to get into it. Final round of this fight. Damon Hicks versus Donovan Luckett.
It's just going to be any kind of urgency.
Well, Damon Hicks needs to finish. I would hope that his corner would have instilled that in him. We're not looking for just a round. You're going to have to find a way, if you're going to go for the wrestling, to get a submission, ground and pound something.
But you see, I mean, he's just trying to inch his way forward, inch his way forward. There you go, he's got to throw. But see, Luckett's going to come right back with a big combination. Then he tries to fall into a single good hip. Driving that leg. But the defense has got that whizzer in, trying to hip him down.
And Luckett briefly after
Got that front
exchange.
quarter Nelson, GG, going to flip him over. He's going to end up on top of that.
And he could easily land himself in a crucifix position if he took his middle of his body, scooted it over his leg, and stepped on it. He's actually got his knee on his arm right now, flattened him out. Keeps looking for that choke. He wants that neck.
Well, and then one thing he's got right here is you put the hand on the back of the head, you reach over the shoulder and you push down on that head, and you just crank it down. That quarter Nelson over the front is kind of the position that he's in right there a little bit. If he wants to get that choke, the hand's kind of laying low, but that's one thing. Damon is just adamant about holding on to this single leg. He just wants this single leg.
Next move. Next move.
Just about halfway through the final round, kind of the story of this fight. Donovan Luckett with some success on his feet. Damon Hicks trying to wrestle, but just not being able to get his offense off while doing it.
He's got that power half. Luckett's kind of got a power half over there with some leverage to try to crank it back over to his right side.
I could see Bruce Allen breaking this up yet again. I think he's got about 5 more seconds before he steps in.
Dump it. Run it and dump it, Damon.
And that's the one thing, like if he tries to pick that up, dump it off to the side, he has to switch over driving. Right now, just the way that his head is stuck in that position, he's driving straight into the fence. Got to pick an angle, drive, chop, pull that foot out. Let's see how that head's bent. This is not a good driving position. You want that head up, back straight. Level change down, lift him up, drive him across.
Last time, guys, let's go.
Right now, it's just wearing out your back. Luckett's just doing a good job. Stay right here, maybe get a little busier with the hands. Throw some body shots, punch him in the side.
And here comes Bruce Allen. Up, nope, right when he's about to. Yep, there he is. He's about to step
Hey,
in.
there you go. Just show your dominance. Keep your
And that's the thing, you know, when the guy who's being pinned up against the fence is getting more offense off than the wrestler trying to wrestle him, you got to rethink your game plan.
100%. You got to step back. This isn't. You just wasted 2 minutes plus for the idea of a takedown, and you could tell that Hicks was 100% sprawling, defending it, and he was in absolute control.
And for the other guy to get 8 body strikes. Now, are they significant strikes? No. Are they strikes that score? Maybe.
Yeah. But I get it. You get into that zone. You get, you want to get to your comfort zone. Your comfort is getting this fight down and kind of where we wanted to be. But as far as Luckett, he just was faster, more agile. He looked good.
We expect Donovan Luckett to take this one away, folks.
I think the biggest thing with Hicks can take away from this is just, a little more setup with your hands, be a little more comfortable. I'm not telling you to become a stand-up striker, but just a little more comfortable with his hands to set those takedowns up. And for sure, no level change, pop up, level change down again and create that motion to get that takedown. Don't get stuck mid-level with your back arch. See right here, and he's going to drive over. The whole time, he's just Luckett did a good job of keeping those heavy on that whizzer, get that front quarter. But right here, don't get stuck with your back arch the entire time with no real movement. You got to create that movement. Push him off the fence, drive across, snap that leg down. You got to work in there.
We're just waiting for Jason Vargas to get into the cage and make it official. I can't see much controversy surrounding this one. And here he comes. A little discussion with Bruce Allen. I would say this is probably a 30-27 for Donovan Luckett, but let's kick it up to Vargas and make it official.
Get over here, Donovan. Get in the middle, Donovan. Good work, fellas. What a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Donovan Luckett. All right, we're here with your winner, Donovan Luckett. Donovan, man, congratulations on the tough win. Lots of back and forth there. How much were you able to stick to the game plan tonight?
First and foremost, as always, Mike Goen, thank you for the opportunity.
The game plan was, I knew he was, good striking, good, his combinations and all that. I was just like, hey, man, we're going to see who's better. Like you guys see, I'm mainly a wrestler. I really only use my wrestling when I'm defending shots and all that. I like to, strike, like do everything else. This is a fight, not a wrestling match.
Well, look, it was definitely an entertaining bout. We're looking forward to seeing more of you in the future. Anyone you want to mention or thank before we let you get to it?
Hey, my 2 quartermen, Sotho, my boy Huicho. Get some savages right here. Patch City, love you, baby. Let's go.
Well, look, Patch City, keep turning them out like that. We'll keep getting the action for you. Enjoy the win. Let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Donovan Luckett.